Coastline of India. The 7,516.6 km long Indian coastline covers nearly 6,100 km of the continent's land area, along with the islands of Andaman, Nicobar, and Lakshadweep. 13 states and union territories are located along India's coastline. The eastern coastal plains are situated along the Bay of Bengal, whereas the western coastal plains are along the Arabian Sea. India's western coastal plains. From Kerala in the south to Gujarat in the north, the western coastal plains pass through Karnataka, Goa, and Maharashtra. The western coastal plains are 10 to 25 km wide and extend approximately 1,500 km from north to south. Off the coast of Mumbai, the West Continental Shelf is at its widest. Oil is abundant in this area. There are numerous lovely lagoons along the Malabar Coast, which draws tourists to the area. Compared to the eastern coast, the western coast is narrower. The western coast is further divided into the following four groups. Kutch and Kathiawar Coast. The coasts of Kutch and Kathiawar were created by the sediments deposited by the Indus River. Kutch was formerly a gulf. During the monsoons, the Kutch region is separated into the Great Rann in the north and the Little Rann in the east by shallow water. Kathiawar, on the other hand, is located south of Kutch. Konkan Coast. It stretches from Goa in the south to Daman in the north. The two main crops in this area are cashews and rice. Kannada Coast. It stretches between Marmagaon and Mangalore and is known as the Kannada Coast. Malabar Coast. The comparatively broad Malabar Coast stretches from Mangalore to Kanyakumari. Lagoons that run parallel to the coast are also part of this area in southern Kerala. Indian Eastern Coastal Plains. The eastern coastal plains pass through Andhra Pradesh and Odisha as they travel from West Bengal in the north to Tamil Nadu in the south. The eastern coastal plain contains the deltas of the Mahanadi, Krishna, Godavari, and Kaveri rivers. The deltas are incredibly fertile and agriculturally productive. As a result, the river Krishna's delta is referred to as the granary of South India. Three groups make up the eastern coast. Utkal Coast. The Utkal Coast is substantially wider than the western coastal plains and experiences a great deal of rainfall. It stretches between Chalika Lake and Kalaru Lake. A few of the crops grown here include banana, coconut, and rice. Andhra Coast. The Krishna and Godavari rivers flow through the Andhra Coast, which stretches between Kalaru Lake and Pulicat Lake. Coromandel Coast. In Tamil Nadu, the Coromandel Coast stretches from Pulicat Lake to Kanyakumari. Due to the northeast monsoons, this Indian coastline is dry in the summer and wet in the winter. Coastlines of emergence and submergence. The coast of emergence. It is created when the land is raised or when the sea level is lowered. The converse situation applies to the coastline of submergence. The characteristic features of emergence include bars, spits, lagoons, saltmarshes, beaches, sea cliffs, and arches. Submerged landforms. The Tamil Nadu coast on India's east coast, in particular, seems to be a coast of emergence. On the other hand, India's west coast is simultaneously emerging and submerging. Faulting has caused the northern portion of the coast to be submerged, and the Kerala coast in the south is an example of an emerging shore. The coast of Coromandel, Tamil Nadu, the emerging coast, coast of Malabar, Kerala coast, the emergence coast. Significance. The Indian coastlines are important because they provide places with a favorable climate without excessive temperature swings, which is perfect for human development. The following are some of the coastal plains' notable contributions to India. Most of India's coastal plains are covered in fertile soil, making them ideal for farming. The principal crop grown in these areas is rice. Trade is facilitated by the numerous ports, both large and small, that line the Indian coastlines. According to reports, these coastal plains sedimentary strata include significant reserves of mineral oil that might support the maritime economy. The occupation of fishing has grown in importance among coastal residents. One of the largest fishing industries in the world benefits from India's access to the Indian Ocean. The coastal plains of India are home to a variety of mangroves, coral reefs, estuaries, and lagoons, all of which have significant tourist potential. Gujarat's low-lying regions are renowned for their salt production. Goa has excellent beaches. This is a significant tourist site as well. The backwaters of Kerala are popular travel locations. Thank you.